down for you.
Why?
So you dance?
I had too much coffee today.
Cooking with Debbie and friends.
It's gonna be the first one.
Cooking with Debbie and friends.
So slow.
We'll make some good food, talk about marriage and parenting too. Self-care and budgeting and some recipes for life. Yeah. Cooking with Debbie and friends.
Hi, everybody. I forgot one thing in the fridge.
I was wondering why she stood behind me so she could do the sweeping arm thing, because she likes to do that.
I love to do the sweeping arm thing. Hi, everybody. How are you?
Happy
Hey,
Sunday.
Tony. Hi, Anna Maria. How you guys feeling today, huh? I think the Kanemacher family is still reeling from the Steeler loss. Ugh. We're not talking about it.
No, we're not talking about that.
Hey, Debbie Wheatley-Ferguson. She's on her 15-minute break. Debbie, I hope that you tune in and you watch the show after your break. You can fast forward all the way up to the part where Trav burns himself.
I haven't burned myself in a long time.
He hasn't burned
to be
himself
fair
in a long time.
about that.
Hi, Pilar. And Debbie Grow, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you, too. You know, we're talking about grown-up grilled cheese, and Debbie Grow said she had one in Maui. So I'm curious as to what that had, and maybe I'm stereotyping Hawaii, but I have had grilled cheese with pineapple, and it is divine. So I don't know if it had pineapple in it. Audrey, Parker, Walker, and Violet are here. Oh,
hey guys.
Audrey's family's getting bigger.
But let's.
And Audrey was the one who sent us this recipe.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. We should start at the beginning.
Yeah,
Okay.
And also, let's not do that one with the pineapple.
Okay. A racy. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Debbie, and this is...
Welcome to Cooking with Debbie and Friends, a weekly cook and chat show we stream right here from our kitchen with my husband, Travis.
We stream from all those platforms so that you can connect anywhere, and also you can chat with everybody. We're on Facebook Live and YouTube, our Facebook pages, and you can have watch parties. You can share this video. We love when you do that. So
Yeah, so please share, and also if you're on one of those platforms, down in the comment section, just comment and say hello. We won't put you on the spot, but we will say hi to you. So
yes, please.
That is that's the intro. Now we can say hi to some more people.
And what I love too is we have people like Scott Hale Gomez, whose birthday is today, all the way from Florida. And then we have, like Eva, who's right here a couple cities away in Anaheim. So we spanned the United States, which is nice. So, and the Kanemachers in Pennsylvania, your father in Illinois. Let's see. What lost? Last I remember, the Steelers were undefeated 11-0, then everything just became a blur. Oh my goodness.
And Joe and BG are on as well. Hello,
yes,
Joe.
hello you guys. Nice
And
to see you.
BG.
You know, last week we made a beautiful salad, an Asian-inspired 16-minute salad from Pioneer Woman. And then I packed some up to take to my friends, BG and Diana. And I accidentally texted Suzanne Denlinger, who is in Texas, hey, I'm on my way. I'm walking with your salad. And she wrote back, well, it's snowing here in Texas, and it's going to be a long walk.
Yeah, it's a long walk. Well, and speaking of that salad, it was actually very tasty. I know it was beautiful.
Yes.
The colors were amazing. If you didn't watch that episode, you can just go back on Facebook or YouTube. And then the dressing really topped it off nicely. For those of you that might not be that adventurous, maybe give it a try when you're at a restaurant the next time, or order it if you take out. It actually was very good, and it was vegan, right? That was a vegan recipe?
I'm trying to think if there was any cheese. No cheese at
no
all.
cheese in
Usually
that
on an
recipe at
Asian
all.
salad, you don't have cheese or butter. So, Suzanne just landed, still waiting for the salad. She's off in Vegas again.
Well, you're closer now.
Wow. You're a little closer.
200 and something miles away in Vegas. Be careful out there, you guys. So what are we cooking today?
Today, we're cooking my friend Audrey Clary. She sent me a couple things. She sent me a picture of somebody in total hazmat with like gloves and tongs working on a Instapot. And I put that on my story because I thought it was so funny, because that's me. That's me. Hi, Loretta. So glad
Loretta.
you could be here.
Diana, too.
Oh, yep. she enjoyed the salad because we were. I took that up to her.
Share with her.
So, anyways, Audrey sent me that picture, which was so funny, and then she sent me a roasted red pepper and ricotta soup recipe, and she said, "Hey, I made this for my family. They loved it." And she said she just served it with grilled cheese, done and done. And what meal isn't perfect with soup and a sandwich, right?
Yeah.
Just perfect. So that's what we're going to make today. Hi, Melinda. So we're going to make a roasted red pepper and ricotta soup.
So this is her recipe that she sent
This is the recipe she sent me,
Okay.
and I'm not sure where it came from.
Okay, well, we're going to call it your recipe. And normally this time of year it would be very cold outside, but 2020 told us that 2021 wasn't going to have a winter, so we went straight to summer because we've got the AC on. It's like 80 degrees
We do
outside.
have AC on.
But this soup would be very, very good for colder climates, like where my dad's at and others around the country. So.
And roasted red pepper and ricotta, I would never think to put those two together, but it sounds fantastic.
So it's a creamy soup.
It's a cream-based soup. Yeah, so this is not, this isn't vegan.
We're going to do a Travis Tries It on that one today.
On what?
Because I've never had this
soup. No, me either. I mean, I've had it in restaurants. I've had roasted red pepper. I got everything I needed basically at Sprouts. I want to take like 2 seconds here and talk about grocery shopping. We are feeling the surge of what happened at Christmas and New Year's and Thanksgiving. And here in California, you know, things are pretty. We have to be very cautious when we go out. I don't want to alarm anybody. So when you go shopping, shopping for a week to 10 days, and then figure out what you have at home on your day 9 and 10. I know that our meals get kind of weird on day 9 or 10. Right before I go grocery shopping again. Yep. So this is something that you could absolutely have in your pantry and your fridge, because half and half and ricotta have a nice shelf life, and you can always use it for other things.
Yeah, like lasagna and all kinds of good stuff.
You know, half and half in your coffee or your hot chocolate. So I don't know if you can get to the picture where I did
The shopping?
Yeah.
You know, I've got the video though, so you can...
Okay, so this was shopping that I did at a store called Aldi's out here in California. And you can do it at pretty much any store. All you have to do is read your ads on Tuesday that come in the mail, or you can look at their website and see what's on sale. And you want to make a list, and you want to go down the aisles quickly. Whatever you touch, that is yours. As you can see, I bought a lot of produce. I got a couple toiletries there, some basics like flour and ground pepper, and that ginger landed in my freezer, and it's great.
$78.75.
So anyways, now's the time to start stocking your pantry and your freezer, because if we see a surge in COVID, I know here in Cali, we're not going to want to run to the store to go get something. For example, the soup today, the topping calls for chives. Now, I did find fresh chives. I needed somebody to get up there and hand it down to me because I'm so short. But I did find fresh chives. But remember, you can have a chopped chive that can go on the top of your soup. So don't run out to the store for fresh chives. You know, keep one of these. This is great for soup toppings, baked potato. I love my dried ingredients. Eva said Aldi's is my favorite store, just right around the corner for me. I like Aldi's too. So we're going to make our roasted red pepper and ricotta soup. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I didn't eat today, so yes, I'm ready.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so here we go. All right. What the recipe calls for is 2.5 cups of unsalted chicken stock.
Now you're just pouring that right into the blender.
Right into the blender.
I'm glad I tightened that.
Too. All right. So the first 9 ingredients I add in here, the recipe says you can do the night before and just keep it in the fridge and then warm it up, which is really lovely. So I need half a cup of half and half, if you would be so kind. Okay. I need half a teaspoon of ground black pepper. Just going to put it right in there like so. Got that? Yeah. That's coming. There we go. A little pinch of this. I have got some petite diced tomatoes. Now, you can get tomatoes.
Goes right in.
There you go. Okay. Have fun. And that was half a cup, right?
That's what you gave me.
Okay, and then I need 1 cup of the ricotta. You can always get your tomatoes, the big plum tomatoes, in a can and get in there and just squish them, squish them, squish them, squish them, because you pay more for a diced tomato. So you can always do that. Get your thing, and you can use scissors. You can use a kitchen scissor and put it in the can and cut up your tomatoes like that too.
You said a half cup. You said 1 cup of this, right?
1 cup. It says 1 cup of ricotta, correct?
1 cup part skim ricotta cheese.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
Just want to make sure.
I'm going to put in my tomatoes here. I'm going to put a little bit of salt.
So, Melinda said, or chop the chives and freeze them. I did not realize.
Oh, I didn't know you could freeze them.
Yeah. So if you're dipping into this, how would you
I would
suggest?
level that off.
Yeah, but how?
With a
you
knife.
You got a knife? Okay. Squish it down.
Yep. And we apologize for not keeping eye contact with you. We are
moving quick.
Moving here and reading a recipe at the same time. So I've got my pepper. We need 1 16-ounce jar. Audrey, I'm so happy you're here with us, because all I could find, and I went up and down the aisle, and all I could find, you need to open that for me.
Okay.
You put in the cup already?
I put in half a cup. Now I'm putting in another half a cup.
Okay, that makes sense. I need that open.
Because this one's easier to dip into that thing.
Okay. Audrey, I know you're watching. I could only find a 12-ounce jar of roasted red bell pepper. So if you're on, let me know, because I do have 2. Would you recommend that I do 1 of these and then part of this, like a 1/4 of this? Let me know. Travis is going to open that for me, and I'm going to drain them and rinse them. So, okay. So hopefully, or chop the chives and freeze. Yes. Hello, you both look great. Thanks,
hey, Patricia.
So we're waiting for Audrey on that.
And then, am I opening the other one too?
We're waiting for Audrey on that.
Oh, that's what you're waiting on Audrey for. Okay.
Can you see how much chipotle chili we need?
So on the chipotle, 2 teaspoons of chipotle in a adobo sauce. Oh, I love the smell of chipotle peppers.
I know you do.
Fire roasted, and it really smells amazing. Plus, they taste so good in all kinds of dishes. Chili, and what else have you made it with?
Chipotle, chili, tacos.
Yeah.
Did she? Linda, Kathy Holmes wants to know
if the chives will taste the same after freezing them.
Yeah, she wants to know that. So I'm going to give these a little quick slice here.
Just to make it easier to blend?
Yeah.
Okay, why not? Who cares?
Did you find out how much chipotle?
Yes, 2 teaspoons.
2 teaspoons. Where's my teaspoon?
I don't know.
That's a table. You're going to have to go walk back there.
Okay.
Still waiting on you, Audrey, to let me know if I need to put in more of these roasted red peppers. Because, like I said, all I could find was the 12.
Okay, I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of this. Are these chilies or is it paste?
It's a chili and a paste. Do you want to give me some of those chilies and I'll chop it up?
Yeah, we might have to chop this up because this is going to be a little...
You know what we're going to do too? I think that is too much liquid in there.
Okay. Here, step that way a little.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm just going to plop some of this down right here on this...
Cutting board
so we can...
Chop them up.
Yeah.
Chop them up. Chop them up. Here we go.
Okay. I'm just going to put it in enough so that there's one, and then I'll get rid of some of this water.
Okay.
But in the meantime, what would you tell people that this kind of tastes like?
Chipotle chili is a smoky chili.
No, I mean this soup that we're making today.
I don't know, Trev. We're making it for the first time. That's how much I trust you, Audrey. We're making it for the first time here.
All right, let's give this a little stir before I dump some of it out, because I don't want to dump some that we just put in there. Can I use this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just way too much in there.
Yeah, so maybe it's for a larger... This is actually a large blender, so I'm not really sure, but we want to make sure that we don't...
And I'm still waiting for Audrey.
Where am I pouring it, Debbie?
In here, Travis. We're going to fight today. More?
I think some of my chilies went in there.
That's okay. I want more of it.
Okay.
Travis? I don't think he gets what I'm trying to do, but it's
I don't.
All right, Audrey's still waiting for you to hear on whether or not I need to add more chili.
Let's just add it, babe. What could it hurt?
my husband and I would have cussed each other out. Okay, so Audrey, I haven't heard from you. We're going to see. Trav, you can go ahead and do direct...
My Uncle Joe is watching. I hope I'm not blasting that. How's that looking?
She said 1 minute.
Go ahead.
I think I'm going to add more chili.
Yes.
I mean more roasted red pepper. So go ahead and open that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Talk to the people, Trav. There's a lot of dead air here.
Hey, people. Well, they're watching you. They're watching what you're doing. So how many of those are in... Oh, yeah. Go ahead and... Yep.
You know, so I was asking Audrey because I could not find a 16-ounce can. I could find a 12-ounce. So obviously 2 jars are going to be too much. And 1 may not be enough.
I think we are going to fight today.
I think so. We're going to fight today.
I'm feeling it, man.
Okay. Oh, Teresa Rohr Kirk Graber is watching, and she's going to be our guest on Tuesday, and she's going to be talking about the dietary needs and healthy eating habits, especially for women, which I think would be great. She's flying back to Georgia. There she goes. Okay, so I'm going to...
This one.
There you go. So we're going to blend that up for about a minute. Audrey, I did drop in more. Oh, it's prettier color already. All right,
That is. Why don't you hold it up for the people and show them?
That's a beautiful color right there.
Well, a little lower. Lower. There you go.
Okay, can you carefully go put that in your pot, and then we'll blend the rest of it there. We've got more here. Yeah, so Teresa is a friend of mine from high school. That's how long I've known her. I've known her since I was 14, and now that Teresa and I are both 30 years old, that's quite a long time to know each other. And she is going to talk to us about the dietary habits that we should be employing so that we can live long. She's a doctor. She's very educated. She was always the smart one in school. There we go. All right. You can go ahead and put that in there too. I can do a little basic cleanup here, or this is a day in the kitchen. Woo!
All right, so you're trying a recipe that someone sent you. We've
Yes.
never made this before?
No.
Or have you made it?
No.
Okay. So this is interesting, and I've never tasted it, but it sounds already like it's got some good ingredients. These
Yeah. Roasted red
peppers and
Yeah.
the chipotle, I'm guessing, are going to taste amazing together.
So go ahead and put that on a low simmer. And this is not in Audrey's recipe, but I'm going to have you drop 1 bay leaf in there.
Okay.
And we want to turn it down for a low simmer.
What? And tell the people why you would add a bay leaf on.
Because bay leaf is my new best friend. I read the book Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat, written by Samin Nosrat, cover to cover. It's a beautiful book to read. It's also a cookbook. And she talks about the benefits of salt and the way that it sparks up your food, certain kinds of salt, and bay leaf. And she adds bay leaf to everything, and I started doing that, and oh my goodness, it really, really does add a lot of color and flavor and just brighten up an ordinary flavor of something. So,
Show the people this.
yeah. So I'm going to move this here.
Look at that color. Isn't that beautiful? And back to the main camera. Okay, so this is on a low heat.
Yes.
Super low.
So we're gonna let that simmer for about 10 minutes. In that time, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start making our sandwiches. All right, guys. We wanted to tell you what we did this weekend because, you know, let's face it, this lockdown is hard sometimes, and you feel like I want to go out, but I don't want to go out. I want to window shop, but I can't window shop. I need that.
Okay, so it's like that.
You know, and so sometimes it's just hard to get your mind around, I need to sit here. I need to sit here. So what Travis and I did is we planned our weekend. We knew we were going to have to sit here, so we got errands done, and then we pretended like we went to the movies. So, so we picked out a movie each to watch, and then we decided on one together. And so what we watched was, the first one we watched was...
So, you're talking about the one on Saturday morning, yesterday morning?
Yeah.
That was the Young and Prodigious T.S. Spivet on, I think Amazon or Netflix, one of the two. And it really is a 13 and over movie, so it's kind of a young adventure movie, but the language and the cinematography was so beautiful.
And the color of the movie was beautiful. If those of you that like vintage items and clothing and set decoration, just gorgeous.
Even though it was set in modern times, it really did have that feel of a vintage movie.
Yeah, it had one of those vibes where they're not telling you, what era you're in. You don't see cell phones, but you do see telephones, and they just kind of. But there were computers, weren't there?
There was a couple cell phones when he got to New York. It's about a kid who's a cartographer or a map drawer that takes an adventure. He leaves his home in Nebraska, takes a freight train. He's 10 years old. Takes a freight train to New York to the Smithsonian. Washington D.C. to the Smithsonian to accept an award for an invention that he did. And all the way they're telling this story, and the cast was amazing too.
Cast was amazing, and it was just Helen
Bonham Carter. I always switch that up. Yeah.
So it was just beautiful. It was a beautiful movie. So we watched that, and we really enjoyed ourselves because we gave ourselves permission to just sit in a recliner and watch a movie. And I think that's key in this lockdown is, get your errands done or put them where you're going to get to them, but really treat your lockdown time as time to just kind of take a rest and take a break from what's going on out in the world and just kind of respite. The second movie we picked was A Night in Miami, and it was beautifully directed by Regina King, and it was a story of 4 Black icons who are in this small hotel room just discussing where their voice could be most used.
Based on a play.
Based on a stage, right. Based on a play. And it was just beautiful, and it's something that I think if you're a lover of plays and you're kind of missing live plays, this would be a wonderful piece to watch.
Strong conversation between some very smart men.
Yes, the writing is beautiful. Regina King's direction was wonderful. And it is the story of Cassius Clay at the time. It was before he changed his name to Muhammad Ali. Jim Brown, the football player who turned actor. The singer...
Sam
Cooke.
And Malcolm X.
And it's just was a really, really impactful film. Mm-hmm. And the last one...
His House, which is a horror movie, and she hates when I do that to her, but I know that if we plan it, like she said, you get some popcorn, you set the time aside, you make it movie night, turn all the lights out, get a couple of screams in. Those frightening movies that you watch give you a chance to have that safe terror feeling. That feeling you get when you watch the news, and it's an unsafe terror. It's not that. It's the other kind, the kind where it's really fake. They're not real monsters. Where out in the news, they are real monsters.
So that one, we pop popcorn and we put our recliners close together and we watched a scary movie, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And so we want to know, what movies are you watching, or what series are you watching to just kind of escape from reality or become more educated, or to...
Oh, you know what other one?
What?
The Stephen King one that we watched.
Oh, and then, we couldn't sleep after we watched that scary one, so we put on another scary one.
She couldn't sleep. That was fun.
It was a Stephen King called...
something Marriage.
The Good Marriage. Yeah. And it was really good. So we really enjoyed our movies, and I think sometimes you leave your weekend and go back to work going, I did nothing this weekend. And I think sometimes that's the idea. You do nothing. So what are some of the kind of movies that you're watching? By the way, Diana Eagleson, my friend up the street, who is an amazing, amazing cook, wrote to us that the red pepper and the chipotle chili ratio can never be wrong, which is nice. Last Tango in Halifax. Last Tango in Halifax. What is that on, Paula?
Here, choose a conversation starter, too. That way you can...
Okay, well, right now I'm asking them what movies they're watching. So, haven't heard of The Good Marriage. It was pretty good. So, what series and what movies are you watching during the pandemic? We also watched The West Wing. That was a good one. So,
Last Tango in Halifax. Yeah, we'll
I
have
didn't
to,
see
we'll have
that
to check
one.
that one out.
Yeah.
Does this get stirred at all?
I stirred it while you
Okay.
weren't looking.
Okay. While I was talking about terror.
Yeah. So, and Travis handed me the comment starters, and we'll do that when we're making our sandwich. So, what are you guys watching? Bridgerton on Netflix. I tried that, Sandra. I fell asleep.
She fell asleep hard, but I think you really just were tired. Maybe we should give it another chance.
Audrey said Chef's Table. That's a good one. We've seen that. Mr. Mayor from Richard Conemacher. That's really good. You can hear Tina Fey's writing in that. That's just funny. Loretta says she would love some movie recommendations. What do you like, Loretta? Do you like scary? Do you like funny? You know what we watched on Thursday? I think it was, we watched Julia, and it was just a beautiful movie to watch.
I came in, and she was watching it for the 58th time, I think.
Yeah, 58.
So anytime Debbie needs a good cry or just feeling emotional, she likes to watch those movies. And you get sucked in because, of course, the cast is amazing, and it's a really good story. But yeah, that's one of those. When I walked in, I was like, oh, okay, I know how Debbie's feeling tonight.
I learned that from RuPaul. RuPaul says that he puts on music that helps him just cry and get it out, and then he feels better. And sometimes you just need a movie that you know is going to make you feel better, and it's predictable, or you know the outcome. That's why those Hallmark movies, as schmaltzy as they are, they're kind of fun. Sandra said give it another chance. All right, we're going to get into our, and feel free to drop movie recommendations in the comments. We're going to get into our grown-up grilled cheese sandwich. So there are so many combinations you can make for a grown-up grilled cheese. And the one that, and I was sending Travis texts while he was at work, how about this one, how about this one? And the one we landed on was a Gouda cheese and Granny Apple grilled cheese sandwich. That's a lot of G's.
That's, yeah. Yep. A lot of G's for your cheese.
A lot of, so what I have here is I've got, you can do butter, you can do margarine. Some people do a grilled cheese with mayonnaise. But you know, you get that, and we left it out so it'd be nice and room temperature. And I got the cheese. I got a cheese platter, basically, because it was on sale at Sprouts. Okay. And I make a sandwich every day for Travis for work. And this was nice to have, the cheese all ready to go, and different flavors. So we have Havarti, sharp cheddar, Gouda, Monterey Jack. So we have all that in here. We have all that in here. I want to keep this like this so I know what I have. So I have Havarti right here. Then I have the sharp cheddar. I have the Gouda and the Monterey Jack. So the Gouda is this one right here. And we're going to make a Gouda and apple
I love a good smoked Gouda. Havarti is good too. And I'm aiming this comment right at my dad. Dad, you got to try this, okay? The Cheese Whiz can take a break for the night. American cheese can hang out for a little bit. Get yourself some Gouda or some Havarti. Of course, cheddar is amazing too for that sharp cheddar, good for a grown-up grilled cheese. But there's really nothing like grilled Gouda, especially with the apple. It sounded amazing to me. I've never tried it. We're going to do, Travis tries it on that one as well.
Here we go. So Travis, what do you do for your pan? And give your soup a little stir.
Okay, this is a steel pan, which takes a little bit longer to heat up. I never put anything in a cold pan, so I heat that up first. What did you say, baby?
Stir your soup.
Okay.
Okay, so Eva said, This Is Us series. Yes, I think we all just saw Sterling K. Brown in his Emmy award-winning show. I am sure that episode will win him an Emmy. And Diana said agrees with Sandra to give Bridgerton another try. So, okay, guys, I will do that. The cheese tray is a great idea, Suzanne, because otherwise if you buy, cheddar cheese, now you've got cheddar cheese sandwiches for every sandwich you make. This is just a nice way to kind of mix it up, the variety. And also, they're already pre-cut, which is really nice. Also, if you go during the weekend, these are often on sale because people, they still are, not they're still doing big like football parties, but football food is still out there and on sale. So your dad said, do not knock his Cheese Whiz.
Oh, I would never do that, Dad. It's
do you
delicious
put butter
treat.
in the pan before you do this?
No.
Nope, just like this? Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I never do anyway.
I'm going to put Gouda.
Okay.
I don't want it to spill over.
You've got a nice sourdough.
I've got a nice sourdough. You can do a multi-grain, and we've got a little bit of apple there.
It's going to be interesting.
It is. It's so good.
Maybe some more Gouda on that side.
No,
so
that's
that gets
okay.
on the apple.
All right.
Is this one yours or
Go
mine?
ahead, honey.
Okay. You keep trying to tell me not to eat cheese. My doctor never said no to eat cheese.
The coroner will tell you that was too much cheese for him.
The coroner won't tell me nothing.
Debbie Gross said, the one I had in Maui was brie, mozzarella, provolone, Gruyere, bacon, tomato on sourdough.
Ooh,
What?
that sounds really good.
That is amazing. Oh my goodness. Maybe Travis wasn't wrong to drop that fourth piece on there.
Yeah,
So
it wasn't.
also at Sprouts, you're able to buy half loaves of bread, which is nice. Going back to Suzanne's comment, because if you have half loaves of bread, now you're not stuck with wheat all week. You can do like half a loaf of marble rye, half a loaf of sourdough, half a loaf of marble grain. And I know it costs a little bit more money than buying a big loaf of bread, but you know what? We're all eating at home, so sometimes upgrading your grocery list is good too. I saw a grilled cheese video with fig jam and feta cheese. It reminded me of your fig jam crostinis. Yeah, that's a really good combination.
Those
it's
are
one
really
of the
good.
things I offered you. You watching what you're doing?
I know what I'm doing.
Okay. The soup is probably done. You can turn that off.
Okay. Ooh, that looks really pretty.
Good. Do you need a ladle to ladle it into?
I will. Once
Okay.
this is done, are you going to make a different version, a different...
I don't think so. I think
Okay,
one is enough.
just one.
All right. So we are going to pick I picked before we came on the show today. Here is your conversation starter for the day. Feel free to put the comments in the comment section. And you can take this conversation starter throughout the day for you. Ready? Would you rather skydive or scuba dive? Skydive or scuba dive? What would you like to do? I know for me, it would definitely be scuba dive. I would love to go into the water and see all kinds of beautiful things.
Oh, yeah. That's more us. That's definitely more
You've
us.
always wanted to skydive.
I have wanted to skydive, but I'll tell you, I love the aquariums. We are big fans of aquariums. Monterey has an amazing aquarium.
Yes.
Long Beach really does too. So I would scuba dive is coming in. Richard, Paula is saying scuba dive. Skydive to me, it's that I don't know. It seems kind of, you got to have the right skydive guy, right?
Yeah, yeah. And Scott Hale Gomez said to Debbie Grow, that sounds amazing. Was your sandwich like this big? Was it huge? Oh my gosh, that was a lot of cheese. I would love that. Travis would love that too. Suzanne said scuba dive. Richard said snorkeling is so much fun already. Pilar said scuba, I want to swim with the sharks. Eva, you're our first skydiver.
Oh, I swam with the sharks once when I was a kid. I went to Marineland. Remember Marineland?
You got to swim with sharks?
Yeah.
Whoa. Paula said she swam with the sharks in Hawaii. Oh my gosh. Has anybody gone swimming with the pigs? I know that's a thing on cruise ships.
Pigs?
That's a thing on cruise ships where you go and you can give the pigs hot dogs, and which I think is kind of mean to feed a pig a hot dog. That's a little cruel, right? But they're boars, actually, wild boars. And she was in a cage, Paula said. Oh my gosh. Suzanne said, I can swim, I can't fly. And Diana Eagleson said, skydiving seems riskier, love snorkeling, so I go with scuba. Me too. How's it going there?
Good, cutting it.
All right. And then I will take a bowl of the soup because I'm ready to dress it up here. Any new messages here? Scuba or skydiving? How about neither? Anybody like neither sounds really good? If you had to, you're just going to stay on your couch and watch another Netflix film?
Okay. This just smells so good.
Okay. Bring it on over.
I can smell the peppers, the chipotle. I can smell the... Oh, it just smells so good.
It is beautiful. What we're going to do is we're going to squeeze a little fresh lemon in there. We're going to top it off with some chives.
I'm going to show it to the people right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me just hold it like this. All right, there is the Gouda Apple grilled cheese. And would you guys just look at that? Look at the color of those chives, and that just looks so... It smells amazing. I cannot wait to taste this.
Oh, you have your spoon already?
I have one little spoon there, yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Go right ahead, baby. Do your thing.
A little salt.
Linda Holmes, neither for this old girl.
I'm there with you, girl.
Scott, the same thing. I just want to cruise.
Yeah, Scott, right? In fact, I think that the cruise ship is where people do. They get off and they go swim with boars.
You know, I want to go back a little bit to Richard.
Loretta's a certified scuba diver.
What? Hang on. We're going to come back to that. Richard says, skydiving sounds like something you only ever want to do once. Scuba diving, you can go back over and over again. Totally agree with that.
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
Loretta, certified scuba diver, have done about 18 dives. My instructor almost didn't certify me. Probably shouldn't have, but why? I want to know. Stopped diving altogether. Couldn't get used to it. Wouldn't skydive either, though. Okay. I want to know why you think they shouldn't have certified you.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. What happened? Were you smoking during it or something? Were you drinking a little bit?
Makes me want to go scuba diving with you, too.
I know, me too. Like over here.
Yeah,
all right, let's try this, huh?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to take a little spoonful here with the
chives.
chives.
So this is the roasted red pepper and ricotta soup.
With half and half, chipotle chili, roasted red pepper.
Yeah. Let's get a little taste of this.
I thought it was going to taste like a tomato soup, but it doesn't taste like
It doesn't. It tastes like pepper soup.
It tastes like roasted red. If you love a good smoky roasted red pepper, that's what it tastes like. It is delicious. I would like a little more lemon. I'm thinking.
Do it, baby.
A little more lemon.
Also, I got just almost immediately a little bit of that chipotle, but it wasn't too hot. So if you have...
oh, it's so good with the lemon. The lemon brings up the lemon, that acidity kicks up that tomato flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is really good. I thought it was going to be like a tomato soup.
And I'll just put it out there. I kind of had my doubts about this. Because red pepper soup, ricotta cheese, like how is this going to taste? That tastes really good. So if you really like roasted peppers, if you like a cream-based soup, this is a good try.
Right.
Okay, let's do this. I want to get a taste of this.
Okay, let's do this. Cheers.
We just high-fived our... I hear you're crunching that green apple.
I do like it.
How does it work with the cheese?
It works really well with the cheese. With the Gouda cheese, which has a creamy flavor. But you know what would be great, I think, is the sharp cheddar cheese. Like the kind you put on top of an apple pie.
Okay.
What do you think?
I don't know yet.
Is it that it's two kinds of textures you're not used to?
I like the taste of it. I just am not a fan of how it feels chewing it up. Because I'm not used to something crunchy in my grilled cheese like that.
Okay. All right. That makes sense.
Yeah, but the taste is good.
Yeah.
Because it's green apples and Gouda cheese.
It's like when you have a warm salad, you know, like they put something warm on the salad that's supposed to be warm, and you're like, that doesn't go together. But I do. I like it. I like the two different textures.
Whoa, Debbie, you just blew my mind. Hang on. She told me to do something.
Dip it in the soup.
Yeah. Yep. I had to step back for that one. That was, dip it in there. Try that.
Just so you know, we're in bubbles together.
And I hope we're making you jealous enough to get this recipe and make this soup.
It's in the comments on our Facebook. The whole recipe.
This is one of the tastier soups that we've made. I love chipotle peppers. I also love roasted peppers. Anything roasted like that or smoked, especially together. Now that's not a smoked Gouda, but it's got that good Gouda taste.
And Diana, I think you're absolutely right. We could have done a different ratio on the chipotle. And I think even with the canned tomatoes, we could have done a roasted red tomato or or one with some spices in it, you know, because sometimes you have that one soldier in your pantry and you're like, what am I going to do with, you know, basil thyme chopped tomatoes? I meant to just get the regular ones.
You know what I think this soup and sandwich just did? This saved us from an argument today. This single-handedly, we were hangry, I think. I think that's what the beginning of this was. We just couldn't get out of each other's way. This just...
Is that what you think it is?
Yeah, this is like marital therapy right here.
I don't think
this
so.
Food.
I think it's when I say...
I feel like you already made up your mind to argue.
I think it's like when I say, so today with sourdough bread, and he's like this, and then he goes, so what kind of bread are you going to use? You don't listen.
You really just put me on blast in front of everyone. Okay, I'm closing this show out. I don't give a shit. Come on.
Wait. Let's talk about Tuesday. It's important.
Okay.
We asked you who you would like to hear on our podcast, and Loretta, we always say, are you ready, Loretta? You can do this, Loretta. She suggested her sister who I've known since I'm 14, Teresa Kirk-Greger, and she is a doctor, and she wrote me saying, hey, would you like to podcast about good food for you know, how the healthy diet, because
health and well-being,
you know, and she's a very smart woman, and she's very personable, and I think she's going to answer a lot of our questions. I have a feeling it's going to be a question based show.
I think those are very good. The interview-based shows are a little bit long, and we don't interact enough with the comments, which we really love to do. So yeah, that would be good if it was more of a question-based question answer. Yeah,
because you know, as you know, on the show we have vegans, vegetarians, meat eaters, grazers, people with dietary needs, people who want to count carbs. So all those questions are going to be great to bring to her that night. So in fact, if you have any questions, go ahead and send them to me now so we can send them to her so she can think about it.
Yeah, and you know, while you're doing that, if you have other recipes that you would like for us to try, I can't eat that because I have to sing in a minute, and I can't be doing it with, you're making me jealous.
Do you like the apple in it?
Like I said, I like the taste. I just don't like the way it feels when I'm eating it.
It feels different?
Yeah, it's kind of funky. But it tastes amazing. How can I get over this? Maybe cook it a little longer so that the apple's not so crisp.
Oh.
You know what would be good? Is to throw those apples in some butter and just soften them up a little bit and then put it on that cheese. Oh my God. I'm going to try that after. What I was saying was, if you have a recipe that's a favorite for you, we are more than happy to try those out.
And Debbie Grow did send me one for her grandma's salad dressing, so I would love to get everything to do that. Just know, people, I'm like you. It's hard for me to get out to the grocery store and get it all in one trip in one store. I am very used to going to 3 or 4 markets and having a good time and chatting with people, and that is tabled for now. So what I'm trying to do is give you ideas of what to have in your cupboard, your fridge, your freezer, so that you can stay home a week to 10 days.
Do the pantry pull thing, make some really delicious food, and also stay safe, because there, like Debbie has said, there's a surge in California and all over, really. So let's get rid of this thing.
Yeah, seriously. Let's do that. So wear your mask, pack. My friend Suzanne sent me a kit for the car, and those little soaps you get at hotels. I kept a bunch of them. I keep that and some water and towels, and I wash my hands when I go to the market. I wear my mask, I change my clothes when I come home. I give my food. I still give my food a good wipe down when I get in and keep all the bags outside. So, oh, my sister just got here. Sorry, joining. We'll have to watch you on YouTube. We made roasted red pepper soup, Monica, and grilled cheese with Granny apples. So I'm going to pack this up, Monica, and take it over to my mom so she can have some soup. So I'll make sure there's enough for you too.
And my uncle said, "Where's mine, bro? You got to get out here, and we'll give you some."
Oh, look at my cousin Irene.
When this is over.
Love you, my little cousin.
Cute.
I love you too. All right, bye guys. Have a good time this weekend.
Cooking with Debbie and friends. Cooking with Debbie and friends. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.